Happy Magic Monday, Collective Consciousness. This is your Virgo Queen, transformation coach using the tools of astrology, tarot, sound healing, and ritual. And this is the weekly cosmic forecast for September 3rd to September 9th, 2018. Now, things have been moving since that full moon in Pisces. We have been feeling more capable of manifesting our desires and also our fears, the things that which we put our energy towards, how we focus our thoughts, how we focus our energy, and we could be either feeling feelings of lack or feelings of prosperity. So there's somewhere in between in that line where we can find a balance with all the energy that is moving through our lives. Now, this week we are preparing for the new moon in Virgo, which I, Virgo Queen, am very excited about. I recently just had my birthday and spent the weekend dancing with Gaia. And her many messages to us, to me, was really about this place of acceptance, this place of that I am perfect. So let me just get very clear on this concept of perfection. Now, ever since I was a little girl, I said that life is perfect because we are perfect exactly the way we are. And this concept is kind of, since I am Virgo Sun, Virgo Venus, Virgo Mercury, all in the ninth house, about spirituality and devotion to the mystery within our souls. This concept of perfection is not what the Western mind is been doing for a very long time. Perfection is you are your own wholeness. And that comes from a place of truly embodying who you are. And why we feel imperfect is that we're not being fully who we are. It's not about having perfect skin or the perfect body or the perfect anything. It's about being perfectly you. And this is what I was reminded of and honored to dance with this weekend. And what I want to, because we are in the season of Virgo right now, and the shadow side of Virgo is really judgmental, critical, and wants to be in perfect alignment at all times. But this concept of perfection in the media world or the Western mind is having this perfect body, this perfect attitude, this concept of the perfect superwoman or superman, where we do not have flaws, where we do not have trauma, where we do not have all these imperfections, what have been told for so long that are our own demise. And here I am right now to tell you that you are perfect. In this moment, in the next moment, if you're screaming and crying and rolling around on the floor, you are perfect then. When you are hugging and being generous with others, you are perfect then. And this is what I want to constantly remind ourselves, myself and the world, that we are already whole and that our soul perhaps has fragments from past trauma. I believe right now everyone is kind of in a traumatized state, and it's time to let go of that consciousness, that place of not being fully who you are. And how you fully be who you are is by being fully in your body. And there's this new paradigm wave, and there's, obviously beautiful spiritual practices but it's really important to embody spirit, and this is done through physical movement. And since we are in a society that is quite often not in their body because of too much work, too much thinking, it's time to get back to the true source of who you are. And this week will be a very big theme of that, and that's why I'm taking the time to remind all of us in this divine moment. So I'd like to begin with the moon cycles for this week, which is on this magical Monday. We have a Gemini moon, so we may feel a bit of our shadow self and our light self. This is always just a fun day because we're probably often get confused on who we are, because emotionally we can't really connect. So we get into our thinking and wanting to explore all these different things, and like, oh, I could be this, I could be that, I could feel this, I could feel that. Because Gemini likes to feel duality. It likes to feel its own, or, maybe it doesn't like to feel it and denies the other aspect of themselves, and that's also fine. But the whole purpose of Gemini is to really embody this duality within us, to embody the masculine, the feminine, the stuck energy, the moving energy. And so we may just feel lighthearted, maybe not too emotional, probably more intellectual. So it's a really good time to work on research, to have amazing lighthearted conversations, to explore the mental ether of your own soul, dear ones. Yet by Tuesday until Thursday, the moon will be in Cancer. So we'll get back to nourishing our emotions and nourishing that emotional intelligence. So how do we nourish? I think this word is thrown out quite often, and it's a beautiful feeling to receive this word. Oh, go nourish yourself. But what does that look like for you? Some people need nourishment from friends, from being social, going and getting a massage, or having, a conversation with a good friend. Some people need to have space, not wanting to be around anyone, want to take baths. Some people need to go and listen to hard rock metal and dance all night. There are different ways to nourish your soul, and this comes from how you learn to relax your muscles, to relax and to allow this place of receiving. So Cancer is, the great mother, and which is also about the receiving and creating from this unknown place within us. So it's also a beautiful time to work on creative projects, but creative projects that are coming from your emotional body. Some creative projects come from the intellect, like what we experience on, Monday. But this is really about enriching your emotional being. Now, of course, by Thursday, Friday, Saturday, moon's going to be in Leo, and it is going to be about expression and going out into the world. So this Cancer time is really a beautiful time to go within, to look at what wants to be created, what wants to be birthed, and then you will go up into your heart. So Cancer lives in the belly. So because the sacral chakra is associated to the moon, and then you'll rise through the solar plexus up into the heart and live from this Leo energy, where you want to then express what you were working on being born. And this is a beautiful time because by Sunday, the moon is in Virgo, and it'll be in a new moon in Virgo. And this is the time to look at what do you want to call in, what resources, what abundance, what devotion practice, what physical way do you want to be in the world. And I love new moon in Virgos because Virgo is kind of going back to the purity, the innocence of what you the original seed of your own creation. And this is going to be a profound time to seek that truth. So what happens during that process during this week is that we'll have to kind of let go of some old patterns, beliefs, judgments, trauma, and okay, I'm ready to step forward. This is such a beautiful process. New moons are really a beautiful time for cleansing, and Virgo is the cleanser. She's the ultimate healer of the body. Pisces is healer of the subconscious, the soul, the hidden self. And so Virgo wants you to shine, to emanate your light, and to have your vehicle, which is your body, cleansed and ready to receive the divine messages and of your soul, of Gaia, of what needs to be channeled through you. So with all of that, we will go into the Mother Peace Tarot, which, as we know, often resonates very much with astrology. Now, the overall energy of the week is reverse 5 of discs, and this is a beautiful card to look at being really creative on cleansing the body, of de-stressing the body. Now, a lot of illnesses and a lot of actually issues with Virgos, when she gets too stressed out, that's when judgments and pain and fear, all these things come up. So she really needs to get creative with releasing stress in the body. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do this. There's massage. There's also tantric massage, where it's like working with the masculine and feminine qualities. There's yoga. There's detoxing with juices and with food. There's going on retreats, doing ayahuasca. There's so many forms. There's also breath work, which is also one of my favorites. And this is really just cleansing and clearing the energetic body, the physical body, the cellular memory. And so it's really time to get creative. If you're feeling stuck or stressed out and your body is injured or you need more support, call in Virgo or take on these Virgo qualities. You're like, you know what? I can be creative and I can get this stuck, anxious fear out of my body by doing something that is cleansing and nourishing. Now, the conflict of the week is reverse Ace of Swords, and this is often showing an internal negative process going on. Like I said, we are in Virgo, and she tends to be overly critical. She analyzes things. Like, she can get very in the mental body, but her truth lives in the mental, physical body. So we receive messages from our body. First, we receive it spiritually. Something spiritually, or I should say energetically, happens. And then our mental mind will receive this, and this comes in thought forms or fears or repeating patterns. And then emotionally we will feel it, and then eventually the physical body feels it. That's why we look to the body for answers. So if our belly is not digesting food, there's something in our life that needs to be cleansed and needs to be digestible. A lot of people hold anxiety and fear in the belly, especially Virgos. A lot of Virgos have digestive issues if they're not in alignment with what their body needs. And often we just need to listen to the body on what she needs. So this negative energy or just confusion in the mind is just part of the process. A lot of times before big transitions, there's confusion. And this confusion, this duality, this dance of the space between is how we discover our truth. We have to go up against things that we don't want in order to say no to them and to look at all the things we want to say yes to. And I'm so happy to report that by the new moon in Virgo, by this Sunday, we are going to embrace the shaman discs. The shaman of discs is all earth energy, so this Virgo is all earth, a very powerful earth. Yes, she is mutable, but that makes her more intuitive. And this is really about being in your confidence, being in your skill sets, being very clear on what path you are going on. There is like we said, there's a big letting go, and it is making space for our truth, our path, and our soul mission in this life. So get very clear. And the goddess card that was chosen, or the goddess that has chosen to help us on this weekly journey, is Cordella. And she says, go outside. Being cooped up is not the natural way for inhabitants of this exciting planet to live. Believe me, there's plenty to see and experience when you exit your four walls and roof. A daily venture outside will not only receive your spirit and soul, a daily venture outside will not only revive your spirit and soul, it will give you hope and faith in this planet's very existence and future. You'll see all of the goddesses that's in store within nature, the flowers ready to unfurl, the leaves that are sprouting, the birds that hop about, and even the wind that affectionately caresses you. Don't let another day go by without stepping outdoors into this most entertaining and exciting of environments. Cordilla, this Celtic fairy goddess, helps watch over the flowers that bloom in the spring and summer. She's associated with the ancient sacred day Beltane. She is celebrated on May 1st to welcome the Celtic summer season. Call upon Cordella to help you thaw out any situation or relationship that seems cold and dreary. So this card says, spend time in nature. Practice environmentalism. Recognize the need for balance in your life for more rest and play. So this, again, is really about when we're too much in our head and we're thinking and coming from this place of doing from our ego instead of being productive from our soul, go outside. You get confused in your head, go for a 5-minute walk. Go for a 20-minute walk until your mind clears. Release it, let it go. It is not up to you. You are being guided in this life, and we just need to simply surrender and to open to its messages. And the message of Gaia is let go of the old. Are you holding on to beliefs and notions that no longer serve you? Are you blocking your own growth and forward momentum because you fear to end a chapter in your life? It is time to release all that you hold on to that no longer serves. It is time to say goodbye to all that no longer has a place or purpose in your life. It's time to have an emotional or physical spring cleaning. It's time to let go of the past so you can be open to what the future may bring. Gaia wants us to live. She wants us to have a better life by communicating not only with her, but with the world around us. And this is the message of this new moon in Virgo, that we need to just surrender the old pain, the old trauma, and all these things, because they are merely just that. They are not us. They are our experiences, and we are grateful for them, no matter how painful that they are. Pain is a way to access the gates of gratitude, and through gratitude is how we truly live this life. So do your gratitude list this week. Start cultivating a new physical practice that will make you feel pure of body, mind, and soul. It's time to move on. It's time to let go, to surrender to what you didn't know, and to become who you already are, dear ones. So thank you for tuning in. And if you want your own one-on-one session with me, as you know, I'm a transformation coach. I can help during your transformation process, helping you activate your soul's desires, for you to get clear on your creative ambitions. This also looks like as a life coach. I can help you on a process of, helping you create a creative project in your life, how to have a better practice, a better relationship to your soul. And I just want to let you know I'm here, dear ones, for we are in a time of great transformation, and that you are not alone, and that you are safe in this world, and that Gaia wants you to live. So go out and live and be blessed. Blessed, blessed, blessed be.